Morning everybody, we're back out in the Tiger. This time we're up the very north of Scotland. We're travelling down from Tongue down to Ullapool today. This is a road I've never been on in my life, so it's all brand new to me. So sit back, relax and enjoy the run. So let's roll the credits. Forecast today is meant to be showers. With a bit of luck, we'll get down this section to Ullapool in some good weather. Anyway, it's all an adventure, isn't it? That's why we go out on bikes. And this road looks quite stunning. We can actually see the hills in the foreground there. It's absolutely beautiful. I've travelled the roads in Scotland my whole life, and I've been riding for motorcycles now for 50 years, half a century. And I keep discovering new roads. It's just such a wonderful, wonderful place. And then sometimes, you know, when it's raining, it's a lot more atmospheric and more challenging as well in many ways. Don't let it deter you. Often when you look at the weather forecast, you think, oh, it doesn't look very good, I'll not go out. It's amazing how many times you can actually go out and the weather just doesn't turn out the way you expect it. That can go both ways, I have to say. You can go out and it sounds like it's going to be horrible and it turns out to be fabulous. And other days it's supposed to be good and it's just crap. But as in life, in biking, you take the good with the bad. Wow, look at this lock. I have no idea what the name of it is. I'll add it later when I get home and I find that out, but at the moment I don't know what it's called. Lots of people do the North Coast 500, which I've done it myself many times. Travelling from John O'Groats right along to Durness, right along the top. Today I've got a kind of different agenda, so I don't actually want to go all the way along there. So, and rather than go down the boring east coast, which is a good enough road, it's better quality road than this, but it's boring. It really is. The scenery is quite flat. I like corners. I like interesting roads. I like scenery. That's why I thought today I'll go on the road I've never been on and let's go and see what it's like. So far, it looks pretty darn good. Town we come to is Lairg, which at the moment is 33 miles away. I've been trying to put a kind of series of films on Scottish roads on my YouTube channel. Most of them have been the ones that I know well and they are my favourite roads, which I think are fabulous. At the moment I don't know if I can say this is a fabulous road because I don't know it yet, but so far it looks pretty damn good. Single track road, passing places I think most of the way, but it's a road that's not used a lot by, especially by tourists, so it tends to be, I would imagine it would be quite a quiet road, with not a lot of traffic on it. There's a little beach down there. It's like being on the south of France, the lovely water and the wee beach. You could just lie on that beach and get a Scottish suntan. Climbing to the top of the hill. The scenery in the distance is quite dramatic. The trouble with the drift cameras, they never actually show you how steep the hills are, and the panoramas in the distance are always too far away, unfortunately, to show it the way that you can actually see it when you're out here riding. You can never really capture the full beauty and of the terrain. I certainly wouldn't like to go up here in the winter time. It's quite a barren, bleak environment, but it's quite stunningly beautiful as well. wonder what the people do who live in these areas. What do they do for a living? You know, just live off the land, or I have no idea. Altnahara Hotel. They're in the middle of nowhere. We're climbing in the hills out of Altnahara now. Heading towards Laird. The sun's trying to come out. Wonderful! I see little patches of blue sky. That's so much better than the rain clouds. I would hate to come over here if it was heavy rain, I have to say. When I was back in Tongue, it was the weather was getting quite bad, and I was in two minds whether to come down this road or not. But the alternative was way along the top of the North Coast 500 route, which isn't any better, to be honest. It's a lot of single track roads like this. So I thought, well, stick to the original plan. Let's go down and see what it's like. And look at the weather now, it's just turning out to be lovely. It's nice when you see the kind of purple heather at the side of the roads as well. If you want to get away from it all, this is certainly one of those places you could do that. If you like solitude, country walks in the hills, you could do a lot worse. You have to be courteous to other road users when you're on single track roads with passing places. You've got to be constantly vigilant for the oncoming traffic, so that you can pass safely. And equally, if you're driving along and you're admiring the scenery, it's very rude to have cars pile up behind you and not pull over and let them pass, because it's impossible to overtake on these roads. I'm talking more for car drivers than bikes here. You see them, the tourists come along, they're not used to driving on these roads, and they just sit there and crawl along, looking at the scenery, totally ignoring other road users. Oh, it's a traffic jam. Over the wee bridge we go, whee! Here, wee pub. Oh, Crask Inn. Oh yeah, I remember seeing that on the map. It's actually quite good following another vehicle, especially one who's going about the same pace as yourself. Because as he enters corners, you can tell from a bit more of what the severity of the corner is going to be like, and equally from his brake lights and things, you get a bit pre-warning potentially when there's other traffic coming. So in many ways, he's trailblazing the road for you. And there's a nice little bridge to cross. Welcome to Lairg. There's a wee house out there in the middle of the water. Lochinver, Ullapool. We're now heading west from Lairg, heading over towards Ullapool direction. Can't remember the name of this road, I'll put it up there somewhere. The kind gentleman in the car letting me pass. Bumpy road this one is, it's rippled. right across the grain of the road. It's just terrible. It's all bumpy. Go fast to get rid of the ripples. That's what it's like. Gotta be deliberate. Just slow you down. Again, this is a road I've never been on. I've been up in this area before, but never travelled in this particular road. So it's quite interesting to see what it's like, what kind of condition it's in. Oh, about hump. I didn't expect that one. Nearly landed on the tank. The luxury of an A-class road. Wow, that would be so nice. Look how wide and luxurious this road is, isn't this? Isn't this wonderful? What a lovely bit of road this is. It's really fun. I'm enjoying it. It's great. The sun's coming out. Doesn't get any better than this, does it? And life's good. Life's good. I was just thinking just now that when I set off yesterday, even though I haven't got much luggage with me, I've got a few bits and pieces in the panniers, but they still seem quite heavy when you put them on the bike, and the bike felt quite unwieldy and not as kind of sprightly as it usually is. And I was just sitting thinking, coming along there, thinking, what, I've got my panniers on? No. After a while of riding with the weight, you get so used to it and it becomes so natural. It's great when you get home though and you take it off and you take the bike out again. You think, wow, this is great. I've found that before when you went out touring with a lot of camping gear, the bike's really heavily laden. When you first set off, the bike just feels awful, like a big barge. And after a day or so, normally, you just get so used to it, it becomes so natural. I stayed in Dunnet last night at the Northern Sands Hotel, which is near John O'Groats. A lovely hotel actually, spotlessly clean. I've stayed there in the past, but it's the first time I've actually been in a hotel since the new COVID rules came in, and it's a different environment. It really is. It's not. It's okay, but it's not what staying in a hotel was like before. It's not the same freedom. Being on the bike all day, which I used to love, being on the bike or the car all day, and booking at the hotel, dumping your gear in the room, wandering down to the bar for a beer or two, and just having a chat. It's not really like that anymore. Hopefully one day it'll come back and we can all get back to normality and enjoy our pre-COVID lives again. But God knows when that will be. At the moment we've just got to make the best of it. It's still good to get away, that's for sure. It was being stuck at home and lockdown was just driving me up and mental. This has been very therapeutic, just getting away for a couple of days to enjoy the bike, just on my own, self-isolating, away from it all, away from everybody. Wow, the sun's coming out now, and look at the view, look at the mountains ahead of us. Can't remember which one of them is Sylvan, and I'm not quite sure if it's that one, or that one. But look, they look magnificent. Turning off this road now and turning on the road down towards Ullapool. What to the A835. It's the person driving that car, they got a visor on. I mean, they're in the car on their own, they got a blooming visor on. Fabulous run there from here all the way down to Ullapool. Beautiful, beautiful road. The weather doesn't look very good though going south. I'm going to drive into some more rain, I think, from the looks of things. That was the forecast for today. There was always going to be lots of showers. Yes, I think this could be wet for a wee while. Welcome to Ross and Cromarty. That's a great wee road over to the right and there going into Ullapool. It takes you into the Summer Isles and you can follow the road up to Lochinver from Beg, and there's a lovely Clashnessy Bay and everything. It takes you up here, Kyleskew Bridge. It's a fabulous road, absolutely fabulous. The weather's nice. We go Easter normally and the weather's normally great. This is July and it's crappy. I've always felt that the best time to come to the west of Scotland is come at the end of May, beginning of June. And I think that's when you'll get the best weather. It's equally sort of midgy season as well, so they're not even getting eaten by them. And there is Ullapool. As I promised, come over the crest of the hill and there it is, the entrance to Loch Broom. And Ullapool. Fabulous, what a beautiful, beautiful view. Isn't it stunning? Stunning. I'm so glad the sun came out because it's been miserable to have shown this beautiful part of Scotland off when it was wet and grey. If you've never been here and you've never been up here on a motorcycle and you've missed out, that's been great. A real treat. This is just beautiful, beautiful. And there is Ullapool and Loch Broom. And it looks like it's raining in the direction I'm going after the Ullapool. Aren't you lucky that you're stopping here? I've got to go onwards into the rain. I just thought this was an appropriate place to stop this particular little trip. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you'll follow my channel. See some more of my videos of some what I consider to be some of the best roads in Scotland. Hopefully in the next few weeks I'll be adding a few more to the ones I've already put on, which is a fairly new channel. It's only been up for about a week or so, for a week potentially. So if you enjoy the channel, if you enjoy the reruns, click the subscribe button, click on the little bell icon, and you'll be notified of any new videos that I upload. Anyway, till then, we've reached Ullapool. In a moment or two we'll reach the shoreline where I'll be stopping, put some more petrol into the bike, and that'll be the end of this little video. So whatever you do, out with your bikes, have fun, take care, stay COVID free and ride safely. And hopefully I'll see you the next time. Bye for now.